Hi everybody. Welcome to Village Stage Caravan Capers, episode 7 and 4. Oh, I thought everybody would be out laying in the sun in your bikinis and things like that. Yep, I know. There's not expecting huge numbers now. Weather's improving. But those of you that are here, just think how sad your life is. That you're sitting watching Caravan Capers instead of being out in the sunshine. Well, hi Annette. Annette's not worried. She's in Goulburn in the southern tablelands of New South Wales. And it's -4. So don't you worry about the sun. And what about this summer shirt? The summer shirt, I'm ready to move into summer. Now, Karen Pfeiffer of Paul Walker and Karen Pfeiffer, so they've had 75 shows and she hasn't had a different dress on yet. Well, I can tell you one thing, during summer you'll be seeing a lot of this shirt, because I don't think I've got another one. Okay, numbers are growing. We've got 8 people there, thank you. Hi Sandra and Margate, thank you for joining me. Hi Marilyn, hi Christine, hi Jill. I think I might just kick off with a song to warm you all up while we're waiting. So thank you for joining me all the way from Australia and Yorkshire and North Wales and Bexhill-on-Sea. Thanks for coming out of your greenhouse, especially to sacrifice an hour of your day. Rightio. Let's see, I'll find something else to rubbish on about in a minute. Riding on the city of New Orleans, Illinois Central, Monday morning red. 15 cars, 15 restless riders, 3 conductors, 25 sacks of mail. All along the southbound Odyssey, the train pulls out at Kankakee, rolls along the houses, farm and fields, past the towns that have no name, and freight yards full of old black men, and the graveyards of the rusted automobiles. Good morning, America, how are you? Say, don't you know me? I'm your native son. I'm the train they call the city of New Orleans. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. Dealing cards, the old man in the club car. Any point, ain't no one keeping score. The paper bag that holds the bottle, feel the wheels rumbling deep the floor, and the sons of booming quarters and the sons of engineers ride their father's magic car made of steel. Mothers with their babes asleep, rocking to the gentle beat, and the rhythm of the rail is all they feel. Good morning, America, how are you? Say, don't you know me? I'm your native son. I'm the train they call the city of New Orleans. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. Ride their magic violet carpets made of steel. Others with their babes asleep, rocking to the gentle beat, and the rhythm of the rail is all they feel. I'm on the city of New Orleans, changing cars in Memphis, Tennessee. Halfway home, we'll be there that morning. Through the Mississippi darkness, rolling down to the sea. And all the towns and people seem to fade into a real bad dream. And the steel rail still ain't heard the news. The conductor sings the song again. The passengers should please refrain. This train got the disappearing railroad blues. Good night, America, how are you? Say, don't you know me? I'm your native son. I'm the train they call the city of New Orleans. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. Good night, Australia, how were you? Say, don't you know me? I'm your native son. I'm the train they call the city of New Orleans. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. Okay, let's see if everybody can hear me. Looking at some messages here. What's going on? Sound and vision okay in Yorkshire. I hope it's right everywhere else, Jill, as well as Yorkshire, because otherwise my audience is very small. Judy Beverley is scheduled in a gardening break. Good on you. Good on you, Judy. Nice to know that you're out there gardening in the sun, in your bikini. Marilyn, sound and pick. Oh, it's good in Snowdonia as well. That's fantastic. What a lovely audience. Hi, Chris Barber. Looking forward to seeing you guys at Village Stage concerts coming up soon as we possibly can. And, okay, moving on. At least I can see you. I can see you all on my phone. All 10 of you. I said there was 16 coming. I had to push it to get to 16, and now there's only 10 of you. God, blimey. Anyway, I just want to say this. If you are watching on catch-up, please be so kind as to leave a message, and then I'll know how big the audience is. Because I think when you go and just pass by it and have a quick glimpse, it shows as a view, so I can't judge that. But it'd be interesting to know how many people watch it on catch-up. Of course, you're more than welcome to watch it on catch-up, but the live audience actually get to talk to each other. Okay. Here's a bit of frivolity. For those of you that have done Ancestry.com, discovered who your relatives are that you didn't know, here's a kind of a song which is, I suppose in some ways, in the true meaning of the sense, it's a paradox. I am my own grandpa. I am my own grandpa. It sounds funny, I know, but it is really so. I am my own grandpa. Now many, many years ago when I was 23, I got married to a widow who was pretty as can be. This widow had a grown-up daughter who had hair of red. My father fell in love with her and soon those two were wed. Oh, weird. This made my dad my son-in-law and changed my very life. My daughter was my mother, for she was my father's wife. To complicate the matter, even though it brought me joy, I soon became the father of a bouncing baby boy. My little baby then became a brother-in-law to Dad, weird, and so became my uncle, though it made me very sad. For if he was my uncle, then that also made him brother of the widow's grown-up daughter, who of course was my stepmother. My father's wife then had a son who kept him on the run, and he became my grandchild, for he was my daughter's son. My wife is now my mother's mother, and it makes me blue, because she is my wife, she is my grandmother too. I am my own grandpa. I am my own grandpa. It sounds funny, I know, but it is really so. Yes, I am my own grandpa. 'Cause if my wife is my grandmother, then I'm her grandchild. And every time I think of it, it nearly drives me wild. For now I have become the strangest case you ever saw. As husband of my grandmother, I am my own grandpa. I am my own grandpa. I am my own grandpa. It sounds funny, I know, but it is really so. I am my own grandpa. Yes, I think that was, I think it might have been Jake Thackeray. One of those comedian singers. Very talented song, actually, because it actually, if you really follow that song, it actually does work out. Of course, they're all stepbrothers and stepmothers and things, but nevertheless, it works out. Quite amazing. Now I'm going to try something else quite amazing. This is something I don't very often do, and I've only got one mouth organ riff in my entire repertoire. And this harmonica, actually, I'm reasonably certain came up from the war. It was in my dad's box. And I found it after he died and picked it up. Here we go. This is for Annette, because I told her I'd do a John Williamson song. Here we go, if I can get my hand on the right key. Wrong note. City girl is happy with her friends and family life. Appreciates a wine with him at night. She tries to find the sparkle. She searches, but it's gone. With lots of love, she hopes he'll be alright. Her man has gone all quiet, he's not at ease. He doesn't feel at home, he's hard to please. He gets itchy feet, he's not of noises in the street. He needs to walk for hours through the trees. A bushman can't survive on city life. After a rock and roll, height of heights and get there. His moon shines on the silver brigalow, shimmers down the inland river flow out there where the yellow belly bites. He's working with his hands today on a building site. You can smell the cypress on the floor. Takes him to a sandy ridge down amongst the pines. No shearing, no ploughing anymore. His kelpie dog is tired and fast asleep. seekers searching gardens for the cheese. His master doesn't whistle tunes, he's not in the mood. His love of open spaces runs too deep. No, a bushman can't survive on city life. Opera, rock and roll and hide of life. His moon shines on the silver brigalow, shimmers down the inland river flow out there with the yellow belly by. Tries to please his woman, lady of his life, standing at a party with a plate. She finds him on the balcony, staring at the moon, an old familiar face he can relate. A bushman can't survive on city life. Opera, rock and roll and hide and hide. His moon shines on the silver brigalow, shimmers down the inland river flow out there with a yellow belly vine. His moon shines on the silver brigalow, shimmers down the inland river flow out there with a yellow belly vine. When I do that little riff, which is the only harmonica I play, that one riff, I get it right like 40% of the time. So I think I did it 3 times then and got it right once. That's all right. That's what live entertainment's all about. Okay. What was I going to say? Oh yes, that was also for a really good friend of mine, Peter Twidle, who, in case you don't know, all of these, the entire Lunchtime Live programme from Caravan Capers and the last summer session, they're all on YouTube in Village Stage Concerts. Just look up Village Stage Concerts and you'll find them all on YouTube. I also recently put on all of my musicals clips as a separate thing. But that was also for Peter Twidle, who only watches it on YouTube because he doesn't do Facebook. And so I religiously send him the link to Facebook after every show. I think he's the only person who watches it. Oh, we've got 12 people now. I'll have a look and see who they are in just a moment. But right now, I'm going to get on with the interview. I'm really excited today about today's interview because I've had some good guests on, people from the music industry, people who professional musicians and professional teachers, and etc. But this person is probably the most famous person I've had on, and I'm really proud to present this interview to you today. So I'm going to leave you with this while I eat my toffee cake. Hi folks, from Village Stage Caravan Capers, episode 7 interview of the week. And today on my show, a very special guest who has achieved international greatness thanks to the online streaming during the COVID crisis. And normally a quiet, unassuming person, but please welcome today my very, very special guest, Just Jeff. Hi, Just. Can I call you Just? And welcome to today's show. Yeah, hi to you too, but listen, you could have shaved and done your hair before you interviewed me, couldn't you? Oh, well, I'm sorry. Anyway, let's start with your stage name, Just Jeff. How did that come about? Okay, now that's an old name attributed to me during my life in the various things I've done when people have said, "Who's that?" I've often heard the answer, "Oh, that's Just Jeff." So I thought it was really kind of people to give me a nickname. You know, it shows they care. So I've used it for years. Look, it's on my boat. Okay, let's move on to your music. When did you first realise you could sing? Well, Jeff, when I was a little boy, my mum asked me to sing Tammy for my grandmother. I had to go into the hall and close the door because, you know, I was shy. But I heard my mum say, and I remember it well to this day, "For such a little devil, he has the voice of an angel." Yeah, I see. Yeah, sweet. Look, I'm sure you were a lovely child. Yeah. But when did you first sing properly, in public? Well, the date's a bit fuzzy, but it happened at the confluence of two turning points in my life. I lost my shyness and I discovered alcohol. I'm not sure I see the significance of those two events in your music. Can you explain? Yeah, well, I was in this pub in about 1968. I was 18 or 19. It was the Plough in Kenton. And I got up and I sang On the Street Where You Live, in B flat as it happens. Today I have to do it in G. But the confluence I mentioned was the fact that while I was singing, I was totally pissed. We might have to bleep that out. But okay, let's leave those early years and move on. You then went to Australia, I believe. Did you continue performing there? Yeah, I went to Australia in 1974. Long story, but a woman was involved. I did buy a guitar and started playing and singing in house parties, but my guitar was stolen. So I took up the great Australian pastime of drinking much more seriously. In fact, I never sang again until I came back. What a shame. Well, that brings us to your return to the UK. Yeah. What, 11 years ago now? Oh, goodness, is it that long? Yeah, I came back here after 36 years. Long story, but a woman was involved. In short, I brought a guitar, discovered folk clubs, thanks to Ray Cole, and I sang Streets of London endlessly until I'd learned a few other songs. Certainly no more than one song now. But then along came COVID, and of course now you are internationally famous. Yeah, I know, it's exciting, isn't it? I have about 5 people in Australia in the fan club, although they've yet to pay their fees, and I've got about 15 throughout the UK whose fees I've waived as they're all struggling pensioners. There are, however, over 1,000 in the Village Stage group page, but 980 of them have found better things to do, like listening to other live streams, like Jenny Colquitt, Paul Walker, Karen Pfeiffer. But well, they'll be back. Those others will never make it. And yet, Jeff, you go on now every Sunday as Caravan Capers. What motivates you to put these shows on and all the hard work involved week after week? Well, long story, but a whole bunch of women are involved. During this pandemic, there's been so many heroes like Captain Tom and his £33 million charity that I think it's just a matter of time before I get an MBE. Imagine it, Just Jeff, well, MBE. Yeah. What if that doesn't happen, Just? Well, fortunately, I got another spot in the Allendale Centre Cafe in Dorset with Polly Morris in June. Saturday the 26th at 2 p.m. in the afternoon, yeah, to be exact. If it doesn't catapult me to fame, nothing will. Plus, it'll be just as rewarding as an MBE. Certainly propelled Polly Morris to fame. So it did. Good luck to you. Well, look, thank you, Just, for your time today. I believe now you have a pre-prepared song for us to show today. Yeah, I have. I pre-prepared On the Street Where You Live in G because I'm a bit too shy to do it. But I am stone cold sober, so that's a bonus, isn't it? Well, I'm sure myself and the audience are pleased that you're stone cold sober. And we look forward to seeing this little clip of yours. So thank you for coming on today. And we wish you well in your quest for an MBE. Or second to that, a free cup of coffee at the Allendale. Yeah, and don't forget Village Stage concerts at the Angrang Village Hall. He's gone. Oi, come back. Where do you think you're going? The interview's not over yet. Oh, bugger. Oh, what a wonderful feeling to be on this street where I know Elisha lives. And I've been here so many times before. I know the street so well. I have often walked down this street before, but the pavement's always stayed beneath my feet before. All at once am I several stories high, knowing I'm on the street where you live. Are there lilac trees in the heart of town? Can you hear a lark in any other part of town? Does enchantment pour out of every door? No, it's just on the street where you live. And oh, that towering feeling, just to know somehow you are near. That overpowering feeling that any second you may suddenly appear. People stop and stare, they don't bother me, for there's nowhere else on earth that I would rather be. Let the time go by, I won't care if I can be here on the street where you That was in fact the first song I ever sung live in my whole life. And as far as all the women, yes, Annette, you know me too well. You've known me since 1975. And that comment of yours is probably be better if you didn't publicise it. But anyway, okay, I'm not going to do a song on this set now. I'm going to change sets in just a moment. I want to introduce this song first. This is a song by Kerry Ellis and Brian May. Of course, I can't play the guitar anything like Brian May. I probably could if I worked hard at it and practiced, but I don't. So it's called No One But You, and it's beautiful. If you ever want to see the original Kerry Ellis and Brian May, look it up, No One But You. I'm doing this because it's around about 2 years since Angela died, and when we had a concert on her behalf, I did this at her concert. And it's an obscure song. You may not know it. It was actually written for Freddie Mercury. And to be perfectly honest, I love singing it, but I don't think I do it justice. So bear with me and enjoy it if you can. It's called No One But You. A hand above the water, an angel reaching for the sky. Got to change the prop. Is it raining in heaven? Do you want us to cry? And everywhere the broken-hearted, on every lonely avenue, no one could reach them, no one but you. One by one, only the good die young, or only fly another tricky situation. I get to drowning in the blue, and I find myself thinking, well, what would you do? Yes, it was such an operation, forever paying every due. Well, you made a sensation, and you found a way through. One by one, only the good die young. They're only flying too close to the sun, and we'll remember forever. Now the party must be over. I guess we'll never understand the sense of your leaving. Was it the way it was planned? And so we grace another table and raise our glasses one more time. There's a face at the window, and I ain't never saying goodbye. One by one, only the good die young. They're only flying too close to the sun, crying for nothing, crying for no one, no one but you. Not an easy song for me. You've got a few little tricky chords in there, especially on this 12 string, which doesn't actually play as well as the other one. But as I say, Kerry Ellis and Brian May, No One But You, watch it. It is a goosebumpy performance by Kerry Ellis. Absolutely gobsmacked. I'll leave that set up. Pity I forgot to change it at the beginning, but you know, once again, that's live TV. Here's one. I haven't done this before. Take the ribbon from your hair, shake it loose and let it fall, laying soft upon my skin, like the shadows on the wall. Come and lay down by my side till the early morning dawn. All I'm taking is your time. Help me make it through the night. Don't care who's right or wrong. I don't try to understand. Let the devil take tomorrow. Oh, tonight I need a friend. Yesterday is dead and gone, and tomorrow out of sight, and it's it's sad to be alone. Help me make it through the night. I don't care who's right or wrong. I don't try to understand. Let the devil take tomorrow. Lord, tonight I need a friend. Yesterday is dead and gone, and tomorrow's out of sight. And it's sad to be alone. Help me make it through the night. Lord, it's sad to be alone. Help me make it through the night. Chris Christopherson song, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, well, moving right along. I did another sketch during the week from another show, a show that I haven't done before. And as much as it's not my favourite show, because I hate cats. I do, hate cats. I like Phantom of the Opera, but I hate cats. So here we go. Put up with this. Midnight, not a sound from the pavement, as the moon lost her memory. She is smiling alone in the lamplight. The withered leaves collected my feet, and the wind begins to moan. Memory, all alone in the moonlight, I can smile at the old days. I was beautiful then. I remember the time I knew what happiness was. Let the memory live again. Every street lamp seems to beat a fatalistic warning. Someone mutters and the street lamps flutter, and soon it will be morning daylight. I must wait for the sunrise. I must think of a new life, and I mustn't give in when the dawn comes. Tonight will be a memory too, and a new day will another night is over, another day is dawning. Touch me, it's so easy to leave me all alone with my memories of those days in the sun. Touch me, you'll understand what happened. Okay, this one's a competition. You've got to tell me what show this song's from. Forgot to plug the guitar in. I wonder if I forgot to plug the guitar in last one as well. Oh dear. Anyway, I've got it now. Way out here they've got a name, wind and rain and fire. Rain is Tess, the fire is Joe, and they call the wind Mariah. Mariah blows the stars around, sends the clouds a flying. Mariah makes the mountains sound like folks up there a dying. Mariah, Mariah, they call the wind Mariah. For I knew Mariah's name, heard her wail and whining, had a girl and she had me, and the sun was always shining. Then one day I left my girl, I left her far behind me, and now I'm lost, so gone and lost, not even God can find me. Mariah, Mariah, they call the wind Mariah. Here they got a name for rain, wind and fire only. When you're lost and all alone, there ain't no word but lonely. I'm a lost and lonely man, without a star to guide me. Mariah, blow my love to me, I need my girl beside me. Mariah, Mariah, they call the wind Mariah. Mariah, Mariah, blow my love to me. Mariah, That's a song. I don't know if my friend Adrian Ada in Melbourne watches the show or even catches up, but when I first met Ada in about 1975, she had a friend who was a musician, and he used to do that song, and he tried to sort of get me involved singing it with him, and I just couldn't get it, and here I am now. It's just so easy. Here's another new song. Haven't done this before, actually. I've only even rehearsed it about 3 times. So. Sometimes when I'm down and all alone, just like a child without a home. The love you give me keeps me hanging on. My honey, all I'd ever need is you. You're my first love, you're my last. You're my future, you're my past. And loving you is all I have. My honey, all I'd ever need is you. Winters come and they go, and we watch the melting snow. But sure as summer follows spring, all the things you do give me a reason to build my world around you. Some men follow rainbows, I am told. Some men search for silver, some for gold. I have found my treasure in your soul. My honey, all I'd ever need is you. Without our love, I'd never find a way through ups and downs of every single day. I won't sleep at night until you say, my honey, all I ever need is you. Winters come and they go, and we watch the melting snow. But sure as summer follows spring, all the things you do give me a reason to build my world around you. Without our love, I'd never find a way through ups and downs of every single day. I won't sleep at night until you say, ah, honey, all I ever need is you. I won't sleep at night until you say, ah, honey, all I ever need is you. I'm having fun. This is number 7, Caravan Capers. I'm running out of songs, but occasionally I dig up a new one. And that's brand new. I think it's the 3rd time I found it. And I did it twice and thought, oh, that's easy. And then I get in the studio here and do it live, and I'm ill prepared. The wrong capo. Okay, I'm finishing now. This is I don't have a memory song today. I've done all sorts of things. So here's a song. For the next 2 weeks, I hope I'll be in the Caravan. I hope I'll be in the Caravan next Sunday, and I hope I'll be in the Caravan the Sunday after. But you'll never know because I use all these fancy backdrops, like my garden. There's a feeling in my heart, in my bones, and knowing that though we are apart, we will meet again. And that party will be grand, and the music golden, and I will hold your hand when we meet again. But the night must hold, and the sun must shine, and we must wait for clearer skies, and there will be no last goodbye, for we will meet again. There's a strength within your smile, and the hope is rising. We'll walk that extra mile when we meet again. And our friends will all come round when the band is playing. And I'll join you in the crowd when we meet again. But the night must fall and the sun must rise, and we must wait for clearer skies, and there will be no last goodbye, for we will meet again. Well, I've had my share of fear, and you've had your share of pain. There'll be fire within your heart when we meet again. As the flowers wake and bloom, resurrected by the rain, we'll be together soon when we meet again. But the night must fall and the sun must rise, and we will wait for clearer skies, and there will be no last goodbye, for we will meet again, for we will meet again. Goodbye, friends, and thank you for joining me today on Village Stage Caravan Capers, episode 7. Look forward to seeing you next week, either live online or on catch-up. Have a good week and enjoy the sun, because it won't last. It's England.